I compare this result of this test in class and here. Only one condition, you have to follow all this request. Okay. So if you really want to accomplish something, you have to send your results. Timur Malik, do you need these answers? Raise your hand if you need this. Okay, write these answers because I need room. And don't use any browsers, you know this rule, right? Because system generates error message. Nonsense. Few rules I just remind you. During my explanation, you must take notes. It's not optional. You can ask any question before I raise it. Okay, after I raise it, you don't have too much time to cover. See how many questions you have. I will see who asked me these questions. And in this case, I want to make it more efficient. Timur Malik, let me know when you finish this one. Only I raise this to have more room. You know this, you have to send 5 numbers to divide by count. Now, let me go through mostly class questions. In the first module, number, we have this one. The first is number 8. So what we have in number 8? Paul is selling tickets. And we have 2 kinds of tickets. This is module 1. Number 8. We have adult tickets. Tickets and students. Good idea, take different color. Good idea if you organize your data in matrix. What you know? They told price for 1 ticket. For 1. Respectively $5 and $2. What else do you know? We have total, which is 10 tickets. This is the number of tickets. If this is 10, I choose, let's say this is X, this would be 10 minus X. And total value each total. 5X and 2 times 10 minus X. And what else do we know? We know the total is 39 or 41. Number of students sold for 10. If 41, let's say this is 41, pretend. 41 or 39 total. Okay, what is supposed to do this? Add these 2 pieces together And this would be equal to this one. It's one equation, find x. Or add them together and you get this one. For instance, this equation we have 5x plus 2 times 10 minus x equals to 41. Find x from here. I will not solve this equation. This is 5th grade, but if you need help, I will. Who understand this 100%? 100. Oh, I see. Okay, good. Thank you, Timur Malik. So make a count your score and send us. Let me read everything. I have more room. Any questions of this? So a good idea to organize your data. If you know, or if you study computer and you deal with database, Oracle, SQL Server, Access, whatever you have, all of them based on the relation database management system, right? All of them based on tables. Everything stored in tables. Tables or matrices extremely important to solve word problems. Again, let in future, if simple equation, I will leave it like it is. And you solve by yourself. Number 9, few students. 9. This is module 1. 9. So I put here in module 1 better to erase. Number 9. You have equation square root of x plus 4 equals to x. And the question is, which of the following describe the solution set? So how to solve a rational equation? Just let me see if I wrote this correctly. Sometimes I skip this some numbers. So put both parts to the second power. But by the way, my suggestion for any equation when you solve, I have students from Europe. Students from Europe, you use ОДЗ. Область допустимых значений, right? In United States, we use range. In our case, x must be greater than 0 from the beginning. Why? Because square root is never negative. It's step number 1. The second, x plus 4 must be greater or equal than 0, because you cannot take in real numbers square root of negative. 2 restrictions. Now, when you put the second power, you have x plus 4 equals to x squared. Or normalize minus x minus 4 and minus 4. And you have x squared minus x and minus 4 equals to 0. Since you don't have here real, not easy to apply via theorem, your quadratic formula. X, the first, the second equals. Double the first coefficient, 2. The second coefficient, 1. Plus minus square root of 1 to the second. Minus 4 times 1 and times negative 4. Or 1 plus minus 1 plus 16, 17 divided by 2. Square root of 17 is more than 4 something, right? If you use minus, 1 minus 4 is negative 3. Negative 3 divided by 2 is 0, impossible, because x is supposed to be greater than 0. If you add this plus this, 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. It's fine. It's only one solution. Always, student, when you have irrational equation, check for extraneous solutions, because many of this, how do you get this? These two numbers, two answers, belong to this equation, not that equation. That's why you must always check for extraneous solution. Who understand this? 100% students. Hands up. Timur, Malik, okay. Josh. Yes, 2 seconds. You know bell curve, right? You study statistics a little bit. We have a bell curve. And you have 3 sigma in bell curve, pretend. According to psychology, if you hear in 2 seconds, you're focusing. If you get beyond of 2 seconds, you're not focusing. And this idea we implement in our AI. It check everybody. When you raise hand, system collect data about how you're focusing, and we study correlation between your score and how you're focusing. So that's why 2 seconds is must. Okay, good. This was number 9. Again, if you have any question, ask me. Number 10, few students. Number 10. We have equation h of t equals 240t minus 60t squared. Okay. It's after substitution. Original equation is this one. Equals v sub 0 t minus 16t squared. But why I did it? Because they said this 240. I just plug in here. And this is my equation. Okay. So, and they ask you how long will it take the object to hit the ground. So you can depict, first of all, this parabola is negative 16 h of t, negative 16t squared plus 240t. And it hits the ground when h of t equals to 0, this h. When it's equals to 0, you factorize it. You can put t beyond the parentheses, and you have negative 16t plus 240 equals to 0. When either t equals to 0, or this guy equals to 0, or negative 16t plus 240 equals to 0. When you solve it, minus 240 minus 240, then negative 16t equals to negative 240. When you divide by negative 16 both parts, you get, I believe, 15, right? 15. And you can depict this somehow. This is 0, this is 15. And this is time. And how long? This is how long? 15. Who understand up to this point everything? Students, hands up. You know 2-second rule, right? Good. Next. It was 10. Again, I'll go through most reclass question first. Where is next? Looking for questions with almost students. Number 17, few students. What is it? 3 divided by x minus 3 plus 5 over 2x minus 6 and equals 11 over 12. And the goal is 2x minus 6. Okay. They're the same like 2 times x minus 3. So this LCD is 2 times x minus 3. This is 2, this is 1, right? And 6 plus 5. 6 plus 5, which is 11 over 2x minus 6 and 11 over 12. We have two fractions, left and right of fraction. They equal to each other. Numerator the same, so denominator the same. So the answer is 12. This guy equals to 12. Some student, when I check your homework, you find X, plug in, don't waste your time. Always look for your target. Did I tell you about IFR in this lecture? Raise your hand if you know what is it. So in trees, this is, you can Google, trees is one of the best way of develop analytical thinking skill. Trees is theory of invention, problem solving. Russian abbreviation теория решения изобретательских задач was created by my teacher. Now it's translated to all languages without exception in the world. It's #1 right now. You can Google this. And one of this idea, pretend this is a cage or room. And you have a person who use trial and error method. Or pretend this kind of chicken here, over there. And it's supposed to find exit from this one. It's imitation of trial and error method. How it works? In panic, it's run this way, this distance, or this way, or this way, or this way. And this all vectors is running here without thinking. IFR, this is you, smart student here. Or this way, right? You here, not to make it the same. Okay, this place, smart students. You look, first of all, before starting moving, you look where is your goal. This your star, this your target. You make this line. Ideal final result go to this way. And pretend you have some obstacles over there. It's not plain. And you're moving around of this vector here. You see the difference? So we name it ideal final result. It helps you to solve a lot of problems. Okay, students. So the same I use many times in different whatever you're doing this. You always think about this is my goal. I got this goal, we finish. By the way, if you're interested in this, I sure believe in this group. This is one of the best books written by my teacher. This book. If you take internship, Okay, we will everybody get this. It's very expensive book. It's about $300 right now, but everybody got the digital. And this book is plain. Creativity is an exact science. Even creativity. I'm not talking about math. This is how my teacher look like. I'll show you how he look like. The person genius who created this method. And here one of our picture together. It's Dr. Farber here. He always presented all these books here. And my suggestion, if you decided to be a real professional, a book must. This is him. And this is sign trees. Trees is one. I use a lot of stuff here for explanation, but I don't tell this is trees. Help you to solve many problems. Think about this. This number 17. Many students ask number 20. 20. Okay, 20. Baseball team has won 15 games. What is given games? Lost 9 games. If these games represent 16 and 2/3%, I just write what is given of all games. Okay. How many games must the team win to achieve a win percent? Win supposed to be 75%. This is for all games, they said, right? So what is all? All is 24 total. So 24 is 16 and 2/3%. Right? You can easily find how many games total we have in this season. Cross multiplication. I will not multiply this, I will give you a result. From this proportion, you have x equals to 144 games total. You save time. Okay, what is 75? It's step number 1. Step number 2. Step number 3. 75% is 0.75 or 144. If you multiply this 108, what is 108? 108 games to win. And how many we need to win? Since we have 144 total, and we already, okay, they said that how many they had won so far? 15. Minus 15, just a second. This 108, 108, it's faster. 108 minus 15, this we need to win, we already won. And this is 293 left to win. If you remember, students, when you took Mark Twain prep, they had similar question. It's not challenging, just simple steps. To understand this 100%, 100. Okay, good. Go to second, Matthew. Good. Let me close this one. I have a question. Some students ask about bathroom. I don't mind. Put your hands down. Put your hands down, everybody. And let's go 2-3, not more minutes. Come back, raise your hand, keep it raised, and we continue. Okay? Waiting for you. I want you more concentrated here. So majority came, but not everybody. Aidan, Ivan, Aidan. Okay, let me read this. So soon, you see this test, not complicated so far. Everything easy. Number, what is next module we have here? Next module, again, I go through mostly class question, but I can go back to any questions, let me know. Any questions of this, you can go back, okay, from any module. So far, module 2E. And the first question from you, based mostly class 7. 7. this deer population increase 30% every 20 years, 30%. So 100 plus 30 is 130%, which is 1.3 every 20 years. And what the question? In 2000, X in 2000, and they ask you to make prediction 2080. Increase every, it's signal that we have exponential function. It's kind of like geometric sequence. You can make analogy with this. So because every time you multiply by 1.3. And you can write y, which is f of x, if they don't specify, right? You have, what is it, some value, initial value, times 1.3. This, if you make analogy with geometric sequence, is like constant ratio to power n, but this not n, not every year, every 20 years, divide by 20. If you get this relationship, they ask you what factor of x will be deer population. So what is it? This minus this, 2080 minus 2000 is this delta difference equals to 80 years. Plug in this 80 here, and it would be x times 1.3 to power 20, 80 divided by 20, which be 4. Okay. And when you multiply, this is my factor. Why? Because you can make ratio. This to this. Because this is 2080 and this 2000. Cancel out. This will be those. Many questions based on this are exponents. Okay. You understand this 100%? Good, good, good. Some students ask number 8. 8. What we have number 8? In number 8, you have a graph. Better to use on the screen, definitely, but you have a graph. Not graph. You have set of numbers. Kind of like this. And this is height. And this is weight. Height, weight, of this 22-year-old boy. Which the form best represent the relationship between x and this x and this is y. So first of all, build a best fit line. This outlier, it does not belong. This is pretty far from this. And definitely this equation of line, which positive slope and positive slope line is a mx plus b. Easy, right? Just made slope is greater than 0 for sure. All this number which negative slope does not work, it goes up. When you go to nice college, you study different way of experiment. For instance, extrapolation, this one. You have method of minimum squares plus plan approximation. For this, you don't need this. You need just make a line. Oh, that's it. Okay. Let me see where you have more questions. Number 9, few students. Okay, they have weight. They name it BMI. BMI. Body mass index. They said equals to what? Weight to height to the second power. And this weight, for instance, is they measure in pounds to inches. But 1 pound is 0.453 kilograms. And 1 inch, they provided this, is 2.554 centimeters. They ask you about meters, right? What is your goal? Ideal final result. Your goal is kilograms to meters to the second. Always remember about your goal. 2.54 centimeters in 1 meter, we have 100 centimeters, right? What we have here. And you put here 0.0254 meters to the second. If you count, you get the result. Who understand this 100%? Yes, I will. Number 9. I just explained number 9, right? Is it, you mean this one or different one, Daniela? Put your hands down, everybody. Hands down, everybody. Down, 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 down. Daniela, raise your hand if I explain this, what you ask. If not, tell me, specify which one. Oh, yes, I see. Okay. So I just explained. Sometimes I don't see that. Use your microphone. Don't be shy. Everybody unmuted, I believe. Okay, at the beginning of a class, use microphone because in order to explain, you more concentrate on the whiteboard. Okay, it was. So, by the way, one line problem, one line. Many questions here, just 1, 2, 3. So very difficult not to get perfect score on this test, in any test. Okay, many students ask another question. Let me see. Okay. Not many, but few students ask this one. 11. Let me write this. 11. What is 11? 2x squared plus 7x plus 5 equals to 0. Has two solutions. What is the sum of these two solutions? Sum of these two solutions. x1 plus x2. Not smart idea to solve x, wasting time. Try to make leading coefficient equals to 1. I divide everything by 2. You got x squared plus 7 over 2x plus 5 over 2 equals to 0. If, according to Francois Vignette theorem, sum of the roots of quadratic equation equal the second coefficient with opposite sign. So the answer is 7 over 2 is minus. Also one step. Okay, who understands this 100%? 100. Good, good, good. Next is you have our goals not only to solve it, but solve fast. Number 12. Number 12. You have two functions. We have one y equals to x too small, I believe x to power 2. And the second is y equals to x, I believe 2001, right? This is 2001 or 2003? 2001 probably, or 2003. I have not new copy of this and too small. So they equal. If left equal, right equal parts. And you can write that x to the second equals x to power 2003. Normalize, put everything to the left part. And you have x squared. Let me do step by step. Minus x 2003 equals to 0. Factorize. You know formula. A to power m divided by a to power n equals a m minus n. It's the same like x to the second times 1 minus x to power 2001 equals to 0. And the question is, and how many points do curves intersect? How many points? So first point, x to the second equals to 0. X equals to 0. And the second, this guy equals to 0. 1 minus x to power 2001 equals to 0. Or plus, we don't need to solve it, it's obvious for 2 points. And what we have? I write here 1 equals to cancel out x to power 2001. Or you can write for convenience, it's the same like x to power 0. Okay. Or from here, you can see when it's equals to, even without this one, it's faster. When x is 1, because 1 to any power is 1. So 2 points. Understand this 100%. Good, good, good. This was number 12. Number 15. 15. In 2013, United States USPS charged 50.46 or 0.46, too small. 0.46 for the first ounces, 4 ounces. This is what they charge. And 0.20 per what? Per additional ounces. That's what is given. Which function represents the cost of those C of Z, they ask you, of main letter weighting Z ounces, we have Z ounces. Z is integer greater than 1. Z is greater than 1, integer. So you split this cost by 2 pieces. This is fixed rate. And this one supposed to be Z minus 1. Why Z minus 1? Because for 1 ounces we already paid. And how many unpaid ounces left? Z minus 1. Now complete the graph. So total you're supposed to pay 0.46 plus 0.20 times Z minus 1. And what the question? And they ask you what is the question, even not solving. C of Z, this equals to this one, easy. So my suggestion, use this approach every time. This one was the best approach. Did I tell you? I don't know, where is it? Oh, here it is. Many years ago, when I was invited to, oh, it's not this one. It's the format. If I find, I show this. I don't know where I place. I have thousands and thousands of books here. When I work in MIT, I met Dr. Chomsky. And he used this graph over and over again, all his books. Here it is. He is number one linguist in the world right now. He published a lot of books. If you go Barnes and Noble, go to linguistics, half of these books is his books. Every time, and he created transformation grammar. You can Google him, just. And when he built any sentence in any language based on these rules in graph theory, for instance, the same sentence, English, Chinese, any language. And after that, he erased these words over there. He will have the same skeleton. This is a great idea. You name it transformation grammar. And I use a lot of his ideas in my AI. You can Google him. Noam Chomsky. Sometimes they pronounce different. But this graph is very good for this kind of questions. Make this analogy. Who understand up to this point everything, students? Good, hands down. Number, it was, I explained this already. Okay, next, students, based on your questions, I see your questions. Okay, next is, let me see you find this question. Number 20. Number 20, if you remember, we solved 1,000 of these questions, not 1,000, but 100 probably for style prep, right? Mixture problem, number 20. Let me do this together with you. Again, when you have more problem, best to organize everything in matrix, right? So 20. What do you know about 20? You have solutions. Solution 1, they said solution, right? Where is this solutions? I already closed it. You have a solution 1. You mix it with solution 2. And you get mixture. We have 3 attributes, like in computer language. Whatever you have, solutions, alloy, sugar, or different nuts, whatever you have. And what next is, they provide it in milliliters. And they provide you percent of glucose. And here would be milliliters of glucose. Incorporate with data. What we have? They provided this is 16 milliliters. This we don't know, they ask you to find. But when you combine this and this, you get 16 plus X in mixture. What about percent of glucose? Originally, you have 24%. And this, they said 50%. And mixture, you have to have 35%, which is 0.35, which is 0.50, and which is 0.24. And this column always product of these two. There's 0.24 times 16, 0.50 times X, and 0.35 times 16 plus X. Okay, if you look at this, if you combine these two ingredients together, you get this one. And you can write this equation. 0.24 times 16 plus 0.50 times X equals 0.35 times 16 plus X. My suggestion, multiply both part by 100, get rid of these decimals. And you have 24 times 16 plus 50X equals 35 times 16 plus X. Distributive like terms and find X. This is key thing. So a good idea if you develop this skill without thinking. It's not for thinking these problems. Okay. Who understands this 100% up to this point? 100%. Durable. Soon you have to raise hand in 2 seconds. System, otherwise it can disconnect you. You know this rule, right? Anybody need help with this equation? Who need help how to solve this? Put your hands down. Who need help how to solve this equation? Easy equation, right? You don't need help. Okay, this was number 20. And the next question is from this module. Let me find this question. I already closed it. Okay, this is 22. 22. To be sure what we have in this package. Just a second. Where's it? Here it is. I believe this one, right? In 422, 2E22, we have sine of x equals 3/5. Cosine of x less than 0. Find tangent x. Okay, and keep in mind, student, you can easily, if you use unit circle with different quadrants, I just remind you, if you have a radius vector with rotated against of counterclockwise theta, and projection of this angle to this x is radius equals to 1. This 1 times cosine of theta. This piece is cosine of theta. And this piece is r times sine of theta. This is sine of theta. I just remind what you know. And sine is positive is the first, second, the third, and the fourth quadrant. Sine is positive only here and there. Because if I put here angle, this would be negative. This is sine. And cosine is negative only here and there. So simultaneously, to satisfy this condition, I know for sure that we're talking about angle. Let me take different color. About angle which belongs to the second quadrant. This one, this angle. This is important to find sine, right? You know this. To sine is a negative or positive. Now, after that, we have a formula that sine to the second Pythagorean identity, we name it, of theta plus cosine square of theta equals to 1. It's obviously, it goes even from here. Look at this. This to the second plus this to the second gives you 1. Pythagorean identity. This guy equals to 3/5. So 3/5 to the second plus cosine of square theta equals to 1. One of my targets, how to find tangent. Tangent, by definition, of theta equals sine of theta divided by cosine of theta. Since sine of theta I have, if I find cosine of theta, I plug in here, instantly get one of this approach. Or 9/25 plus cosine of squared theta equals to 1. Minus 9/25 minus 9/25. Cancel the, bring down cosine square of x. Actually, this is x. This general format, this is x. This is x. Equals 1 minus 9/25. 1/1 minus 9/25. LCD is 25. 25 minus 9 is 16/25. And I need to find square root of both parts. I'll get cosine of x equals plus minus square root of 16/25, or 4/5, plus minus. But cosine is less than 0 because we're in this quadrant and this is given. So we know the answer is cosine of theta, this one. Cosine of x in our case is negative 4.5. And this guy equals to 3/5. Now just divide to fraction and get the answer. Who understand this? 100%. 100. Okay, good. This even not necessarily. I just explained how to feel it better. Because sometimes you have to figure out what quadrant it belongs to. Now, we went through this again. I went through all, without exception, most request questions. But if you need struggle with any of these questions, let me know. And now module 2H. 2H number 6. Number 6. Let me cross it out. This is 2H. Why I write this? Because sometimes students ask to upload this lecture, and in order to work simultaneously with your handouts, you can easily see what problem we solve, because many of them have the same number but belongs to different modules. By the way, put your hands down. Who would like to have this part of this lecture on this YouTube, Facebook? Raise your hand. We will send you this. Timur Malik, don't use any browser, you know this. Okay, so I'll send you this again. We send some information. But only one condition, you have to work, right, with this. Number 6. They have a parabola. Let me depict this parabola, kind of like this. I don't know, this is not the best way without any compasses. And it's over there. In addition, to be sure, I will connect these 2 points. And these 2 points and this graph is they provide the equation of the graph. Y equals to f of x equals negative x squared plus 16. Okay. What the area of triangle ABC. Where is ABC? A, B, C, area of this triangle. Okay. So when y equals to 0, when this equals to 0, I can easily find, what is my goal? To find area of triangle, base times height divided by 2. If I have this base and this height, I just multiply them, right? Minus 16, or I can multiply minus 16 and minus 16, or x squared equals to 16. I multiply mentally by -1. Take square root of this, plus minus 4. So this guy is A, is -4, 0. And this is C, is 4, 0. And when x equals to 0, f of 0 equals -0 to the second plus 16. So this one is 16. 0, 16, this point B. So look at this. This height equals to 16. And base equals 4 minus -4, which is 8. Plug in over there. What do you have? You have 8 times 16 divided by 2. When you multiply, you get the answer. Who understand this 100%? 100 students, 100, good. Okay. Again, I go through most class question first. If you have any questions from this, if too fast, definitely many of them you can solve with Desmos. So very similar question, and also if you should ask, this was number 9. In number 9, the Cartesian coordinate, let me make this one schematically. Parabola, and there are 2 points, horizontal line, AT, M, what is it, H, and this is 25. F of x equals to x minus 10 to the second power. And the question is, oh, this is math, M-A-T-H, math. What is length of AT? My goal is AT. And this point, okay, this point is, I don't know, x. This x1 and y25. And this x2 also 25. So this is equals to 25. If I take square root of both parts, I got x minus 10 equals to plus minus 5. Or plus 10 and plus 10. X1 equals -5 plus 10, which is 5. x2 equals to 5 plus 10, which is 15, right? So what is it? This is 15, and this is 5. How to find this length? AT equals to MH, the parallel, equals 15 minus 5, which is 10. So I can create infinite number of questions on this, but they're all very simple. I use the same approach. Who understand up to this point? 100%. 100. Okay, good. Next. Few students ask number 12. Number 12. You have two parallels. We denote the parallel by these arrows. And you have two transversal. And this angle A, this angle B, and this E and D, if I wrote correctly. And what the following must be true? What a question. One second question. This A, B, C. In triangle ABC, this exterior angle B. An exterior angle equals total of two remote angles. The fastest way to solve it. Exterior angle for any triangles equals to remote angle not adjacent to this angle. Who understand this 100%? Who needs some clarification? Put your hands down. Look at this. If I have any triangle, let's say this, I just made up, 35, and this is 40. They ask you to find this angle B. B, you know remote control, right? When you use TV, why remote? Far from you, far, not adjacent, not next to you, far from you, remote. This angle equal this plus this. Exterior property, theorem about exterior angle. Who understand this 100%? 100, yes. You see many questions. If you solve this fast way, it's helpful because some questions not difficult but more time consuming. Many students ask 13. What is 13? In 13, we have 5x squared plus kx plus 1 divided by x minus 1 equals to ax plus 1 plus 2 divided by x minus 1. Let me check if I wrote correctly. Okay. Okay. For all value of x. And what to find? Value of k. Okay. Value of k we have to find, right? So look at this, the right part. There are a few different ways. For instance, times x minus 1. Operate for right part. And you have x minus 1 times ax plus 1 plus 2 divided by x minus 1, or distributive ax squared plus x minus ax minus 1 and plus 2 divided by x minus 1, which is ax squared plus these two combined together and put 1 minus a, factorize. And minus 1 plus 2 is plus 1 divided by x minus 1. And this equals to this one, 5x squared plus kx plus 1 divided by x minus 1. So look at this structure. A equals to 5 based on symmetry. A equals to 5. You name it identity equation. And coefficient in front of x must be also the same. And this guy equals to this one. And k equals 1 minus a. Okay. Or 1 minus 5, which is negative 4. Who understand this 100%? 100. We did it many times. Okay, next, students. A little more effort. I see your progress, definitely. But a little bit more efforts, and you can definitely get perfect score for this. Number 17. Student asked, what is 17? In number 17, we have, let me write 2x cubed minus 10x squared plus 5x minus 25 equals to 0. Okay. So what for what value of x is the equation about true? So behind the scenes, students, this is cubic equation. If you study math, there are two great mathematicians, Italian, Cardano and Tartaglia. They put their life to solve this kind of equations. And like we have quadratic formula, we have similar formula for cubic equation. But nobody memorized this. You don't need to do this at all. They never give this Cardano-Tartaglia equations in the SAT. The only way to regroup this, basically, right? So take this two and this two and factorize. For instance, I put here 2x to the second. And I have x minus 5. Check it. 2x cubed minus 10x. Right. Plus 5 times x minus 5. Beautiful. Now we have the same two guys. I put x minus 5, factorize one more time. And 2x squared minus plus 5 equals to 0. And the question is, for what real value of x equation is true? Well, first of all, they equal to 0 when x equals to 5. This you will not have solution in the real number, because if you put to the right part 2xy plus 5 equals to 0, you will get negative, only complex number. So x equals to 5. Simple. To understand this 100%. To regroup and factorize. Very often they mix it, they put in different places, but in smart case, put them nicely here and factorize 2 times. Next is okay. Let me find the next number. Number 20. Number 20. A, the symbol B equals AB minus A plus 1. AB minus A and plus 1. And we said K, this symbol, K minus 2 equals to 2, the symbol 3. What the value of K? This is my goal. So you use the symbol if you study tensors, it's tensor, but they don't expect that you know tensor. It's just simple symbol. It could be smiley face, sad face, nobody cares. This alien language, symbolism, this Earth language, decoded from alien, the symbol is used only for this problem in this explanation. It's like tutors. Alien language, Earth language. For instance, you can do like this. One of this way, general term. Put these guys over there, exactly beneath of this one. K, this symbol after that K minus 2. According to the symbolism approach, A equals to K and B equals to K minus 2. Now plug in instead of A, K times K minus 2 minus K and plus 1, which is K squared minus 2K minus K and plus 1, which is K squared minus 3K and plus 1. So this is how I decoded this, right? What we got here. From another side, 2, I try to use the same position. 3, now A equals to 2 and B equals to 3. Again, 2 times 3 minus 2 and plus 1. 6 minus 2, 4 plus 1, 5. So let me read this one. This equals to 5. And this equals to K squared minus 3K plus 1 equals to 5. This simple quadratic equation, normalize it. Minus 5 minus 5. You have K squared minus 3K minus 4 equals to 0. Understand up to this point, this is simple symbolism. When you have something weird like this, no questions, right? Now k minus 4 times k plus 1 equals to 0. Product negative 4, yes. So either k equals to 4 or k equals to negative 1. Then you get some extreme here. Positive value. That's your positive value. This is ours. You name it symbolism. When you have weird symbol, this use approach. Who understand 100% up to this point? 100, 100, 100. Josh? My friend Josh, you with me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hands up, like everybody. I don't supposed to remind.
I clicked it.
No? Try again.
Oh.
Yes, you see, you're capable to do this. Okay, next is 22. 22. Where is 22? This one. Choose again. This company is number 13, my company. It's not tutoring center at all. We're not tutors. All my company, research and development in biotechnology, nanotechnologies, pharmaceutical, etc. The idea of this company, many years, 49 years, I prepare smart people for my research and development. Plus, I develop my method, proprietary method. Behind the scene, we have psychology who studied these classes, AI team, we have been working in AI. I developed my method, so I need the best result. I don't allow anybody to teach you because they're not level I expect. I have to make this strong level. If you work mutually together, satisfy all these requirements, you can get everybody perfect score. Okay? Like many years ago when I had Center Manhattan in Queens, and I prepared for Hunter College in Queens, for instance, in Union Turnpike. I had a group which the entire group get to Hunter College, for instance. It's not difficult at all. Or in Manhattan, many of them, practically all of them get to STY and to Bronx Science. Bronx Science, by the way, requirements to get higher than even for Brooklyn Tech. You know this? More scores you're supposed to get. So that's why I need your feedback. Ask you raise hand. 22. We have a parallelogram. This is a parallelogram, right? Kind of like this. And we have a kind of like this. AB, M, C, and D. BM to MC equals 2 to 3. So never use 2 to 3. Maybe it's 4 to 6. Use scaling factor is 2x to 3x. What else? Area of triangle. This is given. Area of triangle AMD, ABM equals to 20. Area of, no, not like this, ABM, this one, 20. Find area of AMD. I will not shade it. AMD. Okay. Let me make extra lines here. I take different color. For instance, I continue this one. Why? Because this obtuse triangle. To find area of obtuse, you have to expand this side. And from this point, you have to make it perpendicular to this. This is my height. And to get this area, maybe not the best here, you have to make perpendicular to this. When they parallel, this is also height. And this is 90 degrees. Why? Because I built this 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. So far, so good. Okay. Now, to find area of ABM, area of triangle ABM equals base times height divided by 2. Base is 2x times height. Obtuse triangle divided by 2. And this equals to 20. Cancel out. I get xh equals to 20. In step number 1. Step number 2. Area of triangle AMD. Area of triangle AMD equals also base times height divided by 2. In this base, A is AD, which is 5x, y, 2x plus 3x. Opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. 5x times height divided by 2. But x times height, this guy, equals to 20. It will be 5 times 20 divided by 2. 2 goes into 20 10 times. 10 times 5 is 50. Actually, 2 steps. To understand up to this point, 100%. You see, students. So, frankly speaking, I expect from you higher scores. Almost all questions you have multiple choices, and your score, I feel improvement, but not enough. But you see, did you find any question after explanation difficult here? Did I use some advanced stuff for this? Not at all. All of them repeating over and over again. Okay, students. That's why more efforts, and you definitely can get perfect score for this. Okay, if you have any questions which I did not explain and you struggle for this even beyond of time, I will explain you. No questions. Okay, let me give you homework. Again, students, use great opportunity. Now, very important, but let me find this one. In this situation, your knowledge would be definitely in demand. And you have chances to get to the best colleges based on your knowledge. Okay, but knowledge is supposed to be perfect. Okay.